procurement module level, supplier qualification, supplier qualification, right? Supplier qualification. This SSP level, there is shopping list is there. I'll tell you what is the shopping list. Let's do for the supplier qualification. Supplier qualification. See, basically, we have a, see, if you're joining any institute or if you're joining for any company, your performance assessments are going on quarterly or 6 months once or yearly once. Why the performance assessments? They want to be tracking your assessments and they want to be tracking your future assessments. What is your achievements throughout the year? So based on that, the HR department will be tracking your performances. The manager will be tracking your performances. In same way, Fusion application also, we have that feasibility to track the suppliers' performances, to track the suppliers' quality related supplies, to track their commercial related terms and conditions. So for that, we have a feasibility called supplier qualification. Supplier qualification, right? Under the supplier qualification, we can create a questionnaires. We need to create a questionnaires, and that question is to sending to the suppliers, and supplier will respond it. Supplier will respond it based on the questions, right? We have a weightages, we have some scoring, right? We have a, there is no any ranking system over here. Okay, so in the supplier qualification level, we have some weightages, scorings are there. Based on that, I can make it qualified or disqualified. Disqualified for some other transactional levels or sourcing participation or purchase order participation. I make it disqualified. Why? Because your response is not good, your support is not good, your way of services are not good, your payment terms will be very different way. Then in such a scenario, I make a disqualify the supplier. Okay, how that process will be executed in the application level. So what are the steps which is coming into the picture? So everything we need to follow that. So before that, I have collected some few questions, which is regarding for the, what are the questions I need to ask them? For example, if it is a laptop suppliers, what are the questions? You can see question 1. How many years of experience do you have in supplying the laptops? It's a response is numeric. 1 point for 1 year up to 10 years. That is called maximum 10 score. If 10 years, 10 score is there. If 5 years, 5 score is there. Then second question, do you have a partnership with some other technologies, HP, Dell, Lenovo's related, right? If multiple choice question, yes means 10, no means 0. I am giving the scoring like that. So I have some questions. So I'll create a questions first, then I'll create a questions area. In the questions area, I'm associated these questions to question area. Question area is associated to the questions model. So ultimately, we are using some areas, we can use the questions area. Some areas we are using for the supplier model, this question model. Let's see how we need to create, what are the prerequisition setups. Nothing is the prerequisition setups. Okay, so this, so if you want to perform this questionnaires related, you need a supplier administrator, supplier manager, right? Suppliers related roles, whatever the roles, you can add that roles, and buyer also important, and the procurement agent. Okay, the same. Now let's start with setups related. The first one is create questions. This is the setup, first setup. So first we need to create a questions, right? What are the questions you need to make the assessment to the supplier? That we need to create a questions. Questions nothing but same. Last time for sourcing level, we created some requirements, right? As a questions, same way, same application only. Let's go to the application. setups. So under here, go to the procurement. Under procurement level, we have a supplier qualification tab is there. Click on that. Here, we have a supplier qualification related, compliance, environmental. You can see some of the qualified suppliers are here, list over there. Okay. Now, how to create, you can see expiring questions, ready to evaluation, questionnaire responses. Up to now, we are not initiated anything, right? Let's start with manage questions. You need to follow all these three: manage questions, manage qualification area, manage qualification model, right? So after that, we can see the rule set. Then first setup is manage questions. Click on that. Manage questions. Okay. Click on create option. So what is the first question? What is the first question? Let's copy the first question. How many years of experience? Okay. Okay. This is the first question. Then, so this is the qualification level. It is supplier level or site level. Site level means we have multiple sites. If only US site is need to be responded, only UK site is need to be responded, only for India site is need to be responded under the supplier level. Okay, you can select the site. Otherwise, you can go with a universal as a supplier itself. Responder type is supplier, internal or automatic. It is internal. Internal nothing but their internal team needs to be responded, or else only for supplier. Only for supplier. Then last one is automatic. Responder type is, this is just automatic. If any automatic functionality is there, then you can click on that. So let's see the supplier first. Then question type. Is it for multiple choice question or text entry box or multiple choice with multiple selections? Multiple selections means one question have a multiple selection. Then we call it as a multiple selections. Okay. This question is a how many years? This is a 10 years, right? Text entry. So you can see here the type numeric. Response type is a numeric. Then response type is, you can call it as a number. Okay. So prefer response. If you want to give the prefer response, you can provide it. Otherwise, leave it. Prefer response means I am expected this answer. Okay. If you want to give that type of prefer response, let's click on that. Okay. Next. This is a status is right now draft status. Who is the owner? This is a critical question. Are response required or allow the comments from the responder side also. If I am asking this question, if supplier also something needs to ask, right? Just enable the checkbox. Otherwise, leave it. Okay. Scoring type is, it's a automatic or manual. Let's take automatic first. So if it is automatic, system is expected for the scores. System is expected for the scoring. We can enable the scoring also. Okay. What is the text entry? Just same question. Same question I'm asking here. So if any attachments are required for that, how many years of experience? You can click on required or else optional. If it is required, system mandatory to expecting for the attachments, right? Now, so response scoring. So from response and to response. Okay. So what is the value here? 1 point for 1 year up to 10. Okay. So here, if you want to provide, so 1 point, I don't want to be 1 point, 1 to 5, there is a 5 scoring, then 6 to 10, 6 to 10, I'm giving for 10 scoring. Okay, this is the scoring I'm giving. If the person is responded 1 to 5 in between, that's a 5 scoring. If 6 to 10, that's for the 10 scoring. Okay, so one question is created. Click on save. Now click on activate. Then only it is active. How many years of question is activated? Now next question. Click on again. What is the next question? So we have one more question. You have a partnership. So okay, just copy this question again. So who will be provided these questions? Client is providing. You don't want to be a think on your own site. Okay, client will be provided. Don't worry about that. Now same way. So what is this? Multiple choice question? Multiple choice question or text entry question? What type of this? Right. So this is what type of multiple choice? Yes or no? That's all. Multiple choice with single selection. Okay. Then same question. Click on here, acceptable responses. Sequence 10, response text is yes. Yes. Any attachments are required? You can give it for the attachments. Under you can also give it for the scoring. Okay, scoring. If yes, 10 marks. If no, 0. If no, 0. You can see here, if yes, 10. If no, 0. Okay, then save, activate. 2 questions are completed. Now, just take 3 questions. What is the average delivery lead time for laptops? This is a numeric. If 5 days, 10. So we can see that. Let's. Question is same. Scoring is required. Automatic. This is a multiple choice. Okay, multiple choice, but single selection only. Okay, the first one is response text. So what is the response text? So response text is, what is that? Here, 5 days, 5 days. So if it is a 5 days, what is that means? 10 scoring, 10 points. If it is 5 to 10, 5. If it is a more than 10, if it is a more than 10, 0. Right? That is what the condition. Let's take response text is, what is that? For example, if it is a 5 days, what is the score? 10. Then if it is 5 to 10, 5 to 10. So 5 to 10. Then what is the score? 5. Next. If it is more than 10 days, if it is a more than 10 days, 0. So if it is attachments required for this question, then you can give the attachment for specific question. Otherwise, leave it. Save this. Now activate. 3 questions are created successfully. Right. So I want to ask these 3 questions. So we have a 5 questions. If you want to go with 5 questions, that's fine. Let's create same. But it is a conditional one. How the warranty coverage in months. Okay. Any questions if you created same format only, not required. Let's. So creating a questions are fine. Then you need to associate these questions to area. Area nothing but which procurement BU, level you are using this, right? That is what we need to must associate it, procurement BU. Otherwise system cannot be understanding, right? Let's click on The task name is 1 minute. The task name is manage qualification area. Next. Manage qualification area. Okay, go to the system level. What is the qualification area? So you just giving some name, data qualification area. So this is my name. Okay. And description is same. So this is internal survey or information only. So if you have any such type of options from the business, internal survey, nothing but the suppliers related qualifications are finding by our organization, internal team is ready to make the survey. So just click on internal survey, or else it is only for information. I just want to collect the information by using this qualification area. Just enable the information only. Otherwise, leave it if you not have any clarity. What is the expiration period? What is the expiration period? You can write it for after 1 year. These questions are expired. I don't want to use this. Automatically, if you are providing the expiration period, automatically this qualification area is expired. Okay. So if you want to give, you can give it. Otherwise, leave it. Not required. Share the qualification with supplier. Share the qualification with supplier. Once the qualification is responded, I want to see the summary. I want to see the summary. So if supplier want to see the summary, then enable the checkbox. Enable that. It's not a. So if summary response, write note to supplier anything. You can write note to supplier. Okay, what is the owning party? Owning procurement BU. So which BU? Yes, one BU. If it is a global BU access, so all the business units are coming into the picture. You can add a number of business units, right? Just click on here. Default qualification owner. If anybody is owner for this qualification area, you can enter here. Otherwise, click on plus button. So what is the procurement BU? US. US1. Qualification owner. Who is the qualification owner? Sweetie. Somebody is giving sweetie. Now you can see automatically populate the responses. If automatically populate the responses from the supplier side, right? So you can enable the checkbox. Automatically accept the responses. Accept the responses. Right? Scoring and automation. Scoring and automation related. Then if you enable the scoring, already scoring is enabled, right? So just enable this. Automatically evaluate the qualifications. Yes. I don't want to be a manual effort. I'm always be following for the system qualifications only. Qualification duration. How many days you want to see for that qualification? Okay. If you want to enter, you can enter. That qualification will be conducted on the specific dates. Okay. Automatic requalification. If requalification is required on the initiation of the process level, if suppliers are not responded or suppliers are responded for some other mistakes, okay, I need to conduct requalification again. Okay, you make it these options. Okay, all this automatically populate the responses. So just leave it right now, automatically populate responses. Now save this. Okay, where is the questions are added? You are not associated any questions here, right? Where you need to add, click on here, questions. Under this, you can add your questions. You can add your questions. You can take a artificial intelligence assistancy also. Assistancy also. If you want to take artificial intelligence, for example, wait. So this is Tata laptop qualification area. If I save like this, okay, automatically system is populated some questions. Let's see. Take AI assist. So based on the laptop related, it is asking some questions. Your Tata qualification area, laptop qualification area. So some questions are generated, which is comes by the chat GPT, whatever the questions. Okay. Does your organization have dedicated environmental policies for this strategy in the place? Please select the method your organization uses the access of environmental performances. See, if you want to accept, click on here. You want to edit anything, you can edit it. Okay, you can edit it. If you, I want to use this question. I want to use this question, right? So where it is there? So you want to add this? Let's take a add qualification area. Otherwise, cancel that. Okay, we have already our questions. Now select. You can create your questions from here also. You can create and add. Okay, already we created, right? Now, what is the first question? Search with first question. How many years? Okay, this one. Click and apply. See, the question is coming. Now you need to add the weightages. I'll tell you what is the weightages. Next, this question. Next, what is the average? Okay, so the total weightage is always be 100. The weightage is always be 100. Okay, you need to calculate same like that. Otherwise, system is not accepted. So outcomes also you need to enter outcomes based on the weightages. Based on the weightages, outcome also you can enter. That we can see it. Now the weightage. See, for example, so this question have a good answers, right? The weightage will be like 30, and this will be the 40 delivery related. So this will be the 30 total 100. Now, if I conducted these questions, what is the weightage score? If the client, if the supplier is getting for below 40, shall I consider as a qualifier, or above 50? So what is your acceptable outcomes? Let's take this. Okay, first outcome. Okay, just I'm giving excellent. The score, what is the score? Okay, the total is for this, right? Weightage. Now what is the score? If the person is getting 80 to 100, 80 to 100, then next, good, what is the percentage? 60 to up to 80. Then next, average. So I'm disqualifying this person. Okay, so what is that? 0 to, so last number is 59. Okay, here also we need to mention 79. Now, so this is my set as a knockout. Knockout means if the person is getting, let's knockout score also. This is for 32. Okay, now let's take one more option. Set as a knockout. Okay, if you want to set as this as a knockout nothing but not knockout, not that knockout. Okay, so knockout nothing but I'm disqualified that person. Okay, that is what the knockout percentage. So this one is not my knockout. If I want to, if any supplier is getting this score, I don't want this person. Okay, that is what the knockout related functionality. So after that, just click on save. If any errors are there, system is finding the errors. Click on here, click on activate. You must enter the knockout score at least one question because knockout outcome is selected. Okay, here also you need to select. Okay, let's remove this functionality first. Zero to 59. So now it is activated. This qualification area is activated very clearly. Okay. Now, if you want to any modify, you can modify it. Otherwise, leave it. So which procurement BU level you want to conduct at this? US1. US1. Now, save and close. Now, what is the next task? Qualification area is completed. Now you can create a model. Qualification model. Let's copy this. So the model is containing the qualification area. After that, we can create an initiation. Now click on here. Go to the qualification model. Okay, select. This is Tata laptop qualification model. And this is the name. Now, description is same. Who is the owner? Expiration date. Same functionality as like area. Okay, which BU? Which BU? And associate the BU. What is the BU? US. Okay, who is the owner? If you want to assign, you can assign it. Otherwise, it's just optional. So if you want to enable the scoring, already scoring is enabled, right? The questions must have a enabled. Automatically evaluate the assessment. Yes, I'm taking that. Any reassessment is required. A new qualification. If you enable the checkbox, that will be coming. Where I need to associate my qualification area. Click on this. Click on this. So already we have outcomes. Whenever my model is conducted, that already outcomes are there. 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, something. If I follow same, you can follow the qualification model outcomes also. Now, add your qualification area. What is our qualification area? Auto qualification area is there, right? Okay. So qualification is coming. What is your outcomes? Here also you are maintaining your outcomes. If I don't want to outcomes from here, let's leave it. No problem. Okay. So 5 star, 4 star, 3 star. If you want to give such type of stars to that, okay, outcomes. Let's see. Okay, total weightage is 100 for this. So what are the questions? You can see here the branch of questions. Already qualification area, we have some questions, right? If you want to see that, if you click on here, all these questions are coming into the picture. Okay, 5 stars. It's a okay. What is the score? If it is score of 80 to 100, then is a 5 star. I'm giving the 5-star rating. If 60 to 79, I am giving as a 4 stars. If 3 stars, if any person is getting like 32, we'll just give 0 to 59. That's the 3 star. Okay. Now click on save. So everything is fine. We are created a questionnaires. We are associate that questions to qualification area. After that, we are creating a model. Okay, let's activate. So you need to use this model whenever you want to conduct anything. Now, so we are good to creating all those things. Now let's execute the process. Execute the process. Let's create a initiation. Click on that. Click on initiation. So now I want to make some qualifiers. Suppliers, I want to see their performances on these questions. Let's see how it is working. How it is working. Click on this create initiative. There is a two types of initiation. One is for qualification, one is for assessment. Assessment is nothing but just have a information. Just having a information. We cannot be make a qualifiers. We cannot make as a disqualifier by the assessment. But qualification is we can qualify the suppliers. So we need to perform the qualification, right? Which business unit level? US1 business unit level. Then this is for Tata supplier qualification. Supplier qualification. Right. Owner is this. Now initiate process. Just click on that. Create initiative. Execution. Execution process. So Tata supplier qualification. Okay. Now you can see the page is coming like this. Page is coming like this. Okay. Under this, which supplier is participated under this qualification area? Okay. You want to drag those suppliers here. Okay. What is the qualification? What is the qualification? Just select your area. What is our area? Tata. Okay. Tata qualification area. Okay. What are the questions? You can see here. Evaluation due date, last date. If you last date anything is there, you can provide the last date. And evaluation team, by default, the evaluation team is coming who is created. Okay. Now, who is the suppliers? Who is the suppliers? You need to add that suppliers. If you click on search and add, that's fine. Just click on this. You want to search the suppliers, you can search over here. Otherwise, directly click on plus. Okay, which supplier? One is for Dell supplier. So which site is responded? Dell US. So obviously contact will come over here. Next, some Lenovo. Lenovo supplier is there? No. Lee supplier. Yeah. Okay, I am conducting qualification for these two suppliers. Let's next. Here two suppliers are there. This is the qualification. This is the qualification. Okay, next level. What is the questions? You can see the questions, right? You can see questions. Whatever we created, you can see first reminder, second reminder, third reminder, final reminder. If you want to put the dates, if supplier is not responded for these questions, okay, so the reminder message will be sending to the supplier email, right? So you can put it for the reminder names also, reminders also. So if supplier is first reminder, days prior to due dates. See, for example, today we are created first reminder. If you put it for 10 days, after 10 days, the reminder will goes. After second reminder, 20 days. If even the supplier is not responded, you can put it for the second reminder, final reminder. So you can give it. So we are not testing over that. Okay. Directly, you can click on next, see the preview. So this is the complete information. Okay. Now validate if anything is missing. Nothing is there, right? Let's directly, you can launch. Click on launch. Now, this is the initiative number. This is the initiative, same like negotiation number, right? So this is the initiative number. Okay. Maybe we don't have any approvals for this. Now just search with your initiative, manage initiatives, search the initiative number. Already it is there. It is in progress. In progress. Right. So what are the statuses for this? You can see only for 4 statuses: completed, cancelled, draft, in progress. In progress means now it is inactivated. Now it is inactivated. We don't have any approvals for this. This is just qualification, right? Why need approvals for this? So functionality, we don't have any functionality. Okay. This is the monitor. Monitor. If you click on that, which supplier is responded? Okay. Review and accepted. From here also you can review and accepted. Let's now. So what is the suppliers? First, one is for Dell supplier. One is for Dell supplier. Just finding that. So what is the username? I have some username, right? So he's the one supplier. Just reset the password. Now, supplier is responded the questions. Okay, let's reset the password. Click on that. One more is Lee supplier, right? Lee supplier. Just wait. Just respond for this person first. Log out. You can see here notification. Any notification is there? Okay. This is the Dell supplier or negotiation. Let's go to supplier portal. You can see questionnaires and qualifications. Okay, one is for insurance. Relevant brought. Oh, okay. I think Dell supplier is the same one. Insurance requalification, business unit is this. This is not ours. Wait. E supplier and Dell supplier. Oh, this is the bus. Okay, this is the Dell related username. Now set the password. Let's find out the same for Lee also. Roy. Now set the password. So Lee Ryan. Click on reset. And the next one is Dell supplier. Reset. Now log out and log in with supplier portal. See the notifications. See, Tata qualification is invited. Okay. For your information, go to the supplier portal. Click on here. Go to the qualifications. So Tata supplier qualification. Tata supplier qualification. Why it is coming three? Oh, three questions. Three. Okay. Let's open this. So okay. So required how many years of experiences? I have 6 years. Okay. Do you have a ownership? No. What is the average delivery date? Average delivery date I'm giving 10. Okay. That's only one selection we have, right? So submit. Okay, it is submitted. Now log out. Log in with Lee Supplier. Okay. By this person have a lot of permissions. Auto qualification. Go to supplier portal. Hello. So Tata qualification, right? Click on this. Same. How many years of experiences? He is giving only for 3 years experiences. So do you have a partnership with the, okay? No. And what is the average delivery date is? I'm giving for 5. Okay, there is different types of options I'm provided. Let's see how system is throwing for automatic qualification related. Now log out and log in with user. He is the supplier manager who can evaluate it right. Go to the procurement, supplier qualification. Now you can see last initiative, we have a responses from 100% responses from all the suppliers. That means 2 suppliers are responded. 2 suppliers are responded. Now click on here. Go to the manage initiative. You need to accept first. You need to accept, receive the response. Then you need to accept the response. Then the completed suppliers, next task. Okay. So let's open this. Okay. The questions are coming here. Click on actions. Click on monitor. Click on monitor. Received the responses. Now you can see review and accepted. Review and accepted. I don't want to review automatically. System is throwing the status. Okay. I don't want to be see that. Incomplete qualification. Qualifications. What is that? Okay. Let's. If you want to see the responses, supplier responses, open this and evaluate. You can see here how many years? 6 years. He's saying for do you have a partnership? No. What is the average delivery date? Is 10. Average delivery date is 10. Right. Return to responded. If these questions I don't want to expect it, you want to return, then you can return it. You can return it. Click on accept. That's fine. Now, so one is acceptance in progress. Acceptance in progress. Next. Click on supplier responses. Okay. Is how many years? 3 years. Do you have a partnership? No. What is the average delivery days? That. Okay. Click on accept. Now, acceptance, it will take some time. Okay. Acceptance in progress. Then you can see the qualification. This is the qualification. We already know about that. If you open this, the responses will be coming over here. Okay. Click on Now view the qualification history. If you need it, anything, right? So it is still in the drop status qualification, still in the drop status. We are not accepted for this, right? So it will take some time. Acceptance in progress, refresh. So in supplier portal, we already accepted for that. If anything is notified to supplier, let's just verify it from supplier portal level. This is the first. So no from supplier. So we are accepted, our organization is accepted the responses. Okay. Now go to the procurement. Click on supplier qualification. Now you can see it is accepted, completed the qualification, completed the suppliers also. Now just view this, manage initiatives. What is the initiative number? Received, accepted, completed. Click on that. Click on here. If you want to see the monitor, you can see it. Right. You can see that. Accepted. You can see all these things are completed. Okay. Click on qualification. Bell qualification. Now you can see qualification outcome is average. Qualification outcome is average. The score, total score is 30. Right? 30. Now, under the questions level, he's responded like this. The score is this. The score is this. Okay. Now, if you want to edit or requalify this or create any action plan by using this, let's create action plan. So we are not providing up to action plans. Explore here. I think it is connected to Redwood. I think not required right now. Leave it. Okay. So edit the qualification. For example, you can see here qualification outcome is average. I want to edit this. I want to edit this. Right. Click on that. Edit the qualification outcome. You can see here average. Okay. Qualification summary is fine. Oh, this is automatically comes in. Now, one more supplier is there, right? This is the lead suppliers. You see here, sorry. Data suppliers. So the total, whatever the negotiations, everything regarding for this lead supplier, we can see the complete track. If you open that, if you open this supplier level here, so you can see complete track. Okay. So the qualification here, the lead supplier is also average. The score is 55. If anything is comments are required, okay, you can write your comments, and the score is this. The score is this. Next, create action plan level. I want to be like something disqualified or anything is want to do it, you can create an action plan. Okay, so up to now we are not making any qualified or disqualified conditions. Okay, just having to see the responses from the supplier. That's all. Right. So if you open this lead supplier complete track transactional history, you can see scoring invitations, response invitations, awards 3, right? The last one is, where is ours? Yeah, this one is participated on the qualification areas. Okay, this is a qualification. And the complete track record, negotiations, products and services, businesses, everything will be coming under this summary level. Okay, this is the way how we can conduct qualification to the supplier and responses from the supplier side. Okay, that's all. Nothing is there. So it's a very rare supplier qualification topic, is very rare in the implementation level. Why? Because they have some other integration methodologies. Okay, they are not using this supplier qualifications most of the times businesses. That's what the complete end-to-end for the supplier qualification. If anything is missing, I'll discuss on tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, team.